Hey, what's going down with it, y'all? I'm your host that you see all the time. I'm Kennard the DJ, representing one time for your mind. And I ain't got time to be frying up no swine. Now, can you dig that? All right, check this out. We was a little late tonight, man. Sometimes it be like that, you get a little sidetracked and all this. And the crazy part was, I was up here ready to go, man. You know what I'm saying? I got everything squared away. I was sitting over here, doing a little fold laundry or whatever. And I still ended up being late, man. So, but it's all cool because we're gonna get it in. I'm gonna send this link out to the crew and we're just gonna post up and get it going. We got a pretty what the fuck did I just do? Okay. We shit. Okay. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Got me kind of fired up, man. A little fired up with all this that's been happening. You had the shooting over in Buffalo, the mass shooting in Buffalo, and you had niggas acting a goddamn fool down in Millennium Park, and then there was a shooting in Milwaukee couple hours after the Bucks got put out the playoffs, and yeah, what's good? What's happening? Your mic on? Oh, there you go. I hear you now. What's happening?
Nothing, man. Tired already,
I hear you. I'm a little late today. I was over here talking about I was looking at, they caught that kid that shot that guy that was 21 years old down in
Lincoln Park.
Yeah, they caught this nigga. This nigga like 19, he from Oak Park, and he shot that guy 3 times. And I'm just really thankful that guy made it out. And unfortunately, his leg's gonna be amputated or got amputated.
One of his legs got amputated below the knee.
Yeah, that's really horrible. But at least he's here right now today, and he was able to ID this nothing ass nigga. Oh, there's a cat.
Yeah, it's Panther.
Okay, yeah, I can dig that. Yeah, well, anyway, what's been up with you? How was your week?
It was decent. My boy went on prom Friday. I sent the pictures.
He was shy.
He was so shadow. But you ain't never seen the Boondocks, so you're not going, I don't know if you're going to get the reference, but his cousin, they go to the same school. Okay. So, of course, prom was at the same day. So as to not split the family in half, is over one place and the other, they rented the hall, Sankofa over on Chicago Avenue.
Okay.
And of course, his colors was blue and silver, and my son's was black and gold. Mm-hmm. So they rented the hall, decorated and everything, but the way they came out was like Huey and Riley from the Boondocks.
Oh, I don't know.
My son is Huey because my son came out, just kind of reserved and shy, whatever. But when this dude came in, he was doing all of that, jumping around and all of that stuff. And D was there. D came by.
D?
Yeah, the one.
Okay, yeah.
He came by and he was like, nephew, I'm so glad you ain't do that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was really nice. And me and my ex even got along. It was a beautiful occasion.
I seen the picture. I was like, damn, that's gotta be, yeah. I was like, I don't know for sure, but I'm like, damn, he looked like his daddy. And I was just saying last week that he looked like you. But he looks like his dad. He looked like his father. Looked just like him. Just like him.
I know. Look, I know, nigga, I know.
But I seen the picture like he was standing on one side, he was standing on the other side, and then your son was like right here. I'm like, and I'm looking, at him, he looked just like this guy. Like literally split image. But either way, it looked like you had a good time. Y'all took a lot of good pictures,
And his day was very pretty and elegant and sophisticated. It was just really nice.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's what prom is all about. That's a chance. You throw your best on, you come out there, you get fly, have a good time, maybe a little champagne, and shit, that's your night.
Yeah. And he's like a homebody and stuff. So he said when he told me he actually had fun at prom, I was glad.
There you go. It was all worth it. Because it's the memories is that, you can't put a price on those. That's what it's all about. Is you want to look back 10, 15, 20 years from now and say, oh man, I enjoyed that night.
I had to threaten him though. Like, look, I pulled him to the side. I said, look, little nigga, I don't want no surprises in February. You hear me?
I hear that. But I don't know. When I went on prom, I didn't, I was not active at all. I wasn't active through high school, so I didn't that wasn't my thing, at the time, but some people, that's what they was on. I mean, you was in a nice hotel and, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I was there. I mean, the girls was dressed nice. It's there, but it was, I was a kid. I mean, I'm just saying, me personally, I was a kid, so I wasn't on that. I was, shit, we got tuxedos and shit, we chilling and yada, yada, yada. So it was just, I don't know. But,
my story is different, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, well, shit, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, to each their own. I mean, you probably don't even know that. But anyway, my date was one of my friend's sisters, and so she was like way older, and so we went. So we wasn't a couple, it was just like
just kicking it.
Right, basically what it was. I see Mika in the building.
Mika,
you're connecting. Oh, there she go. Mika, what's going on?
Hello, good people.
Hey, what's happening?
What's good? I'm eating ice cream. What's good?
I see. What's that, butter pecan? Okay, good. Because
I ain't that goddamn old.
Some people
Not today. Not today. I love butter pecan though, for real. I thought I had grabbed some coffee flavor ice cream and accidentally grabbed this dulce de leche. Dulce de leche.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a cake or something that they make. It's basically like sweetened cream. It's pretty good. Got like little caramels and shit in it. It's all right.
Okay. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Enjoy it. Mika, how was your week?
Who, me or Tamika?
I said Mika.
Oh.
Y'all
know
I'm half asleep today, but it was cool. It was okay.
How work go for you?
It was all right. It was a short day today.
Tell me about it. Me and you both. And I can't complain at all.
Pray for me. I got an interview tomorrow for another company. I'm trying to switch.
Prayers up for you, most definitely. And go in there with your best foot forward. Show them who you are. And you'll be all right. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Go in there and knock that interview out. Go ahead, you get that new spot. We'll celebrate with you.
Yeah, I got it.
It's already there.
I'm claiming it.
You do. You got it.
Yeah,
it's already there.
I'm claiming it. I got it.
I know that's right. That's what's happening right there. Y'all, we was talking about the kid, not a kid, but the man, 21-year-old man that got shot over in Lincoln Park. I didn't want to go too far into it, but we did bring it up. But I'm glad that they caught the nigga. Like, for real. Like, the niggas from Oak Park, and I hadn't did really no research on him. I was actually talking to my wife about this guy prior to calling. And he's like, I'm just looking at the pictures of him. He's like a real shitbag.
He do. I've seen the pictures. He looks like unremorseful and everything.
Yeah, he's got the gun and he's got, he's throwing up the gang. It's the same shit. The gang signs, he got the gun, and most likely these are all pictures from Instagram. Okay. And this guy did a bunch of robberies and all this other shit. He's 19 years old. He's fresh out of high school. And, it just speaks volumes. It's just that the shit that's going on with these niggas is just so out of control. And that's why every time I come on here, I make it a point to make mention of that, because this needs to be what we need to be dealing with, in addition to what we're talking about tonight, which would be, we had a couple, niggas was acting a fool in Millenium Park this weekend.
Yeah.
What the fuck
16-year-old boy, the 16-year-old boy who mother told him not to go down there, ended up getting shot in the chest and killed.
Ain't that something?
That's crazy that these kids can't go outside for.
He was the one who started the fight. I mean, he did not deserve to die for that. But it's like, dude, nowadays you don't even know who the hell you running up on, you know?
But then it started over social media. When they into it already via social media.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the news said
it could be.
The news said that they had planned on going down there and fighting.
Yeah, because they had beef over social media, over Facebook.
That makes perfect sense.
So that was what they that was their intentions, to go down there and I guess do what they did or whatever.
So is that why all the kids was down there to see a fight?
You don't think so?
I don't know if all the kids was down there to see a fight, but those two particular parties had beef over social media. At least that's what the news said.
And all these motherfuckers,
they had beef over social media, so it was planned to go down there and fight.
Right. So let me get this straight. We gonna take Ubers, we gonna take fucking the train or whatever else to come from wherever we came from to go all the way downtown to fight.
Yeah, but that's what they've been doing like for the past couple of weekends. It really been starting off as like big parties, like, okay, everybody been planning on social media to go hang out. First it was North Avenue Beach, then it was the Millenium Park. Mm-hmm. But in the midst of them planning to go down there to have a good time, people seeing that they ops is also gonna be down there. So they letting them know, like, okay, well, this is where we gonna meet. Okay, you gonna be down there. If I see you, it's on, So it's kind of like that, the reason why they actually got into it. But it didn't officially start off as we finna all go down here and just have one game fight. No, this is what they planning to do. Like this, they doing big internet parties now. Everybody meet up at these parties and, everybody's supposed to come out and have a good time. But unfortunately, they can't do that in this day and age because everybody's into it with everybody.
Yeah, and they just basically taking the problem from one area and putting it in another.
To the next.
Right.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, like with the North Avenue Beach, like that community, they jumped on it, and it seemed like that's what needs to be done. Like when they saw it on social media, the people in that community, they got up the following day. They called the police that night. Okay. In which they didn't have no problems. No, they when they saw all of them coming together, congregating together, they called the police, got the police out there. Wasn't no fighting, wasn't no shooting. One guy got arrested because he tried to jump up with the police or whatever, but that was just it. The next morning, the community got up and threw a township meeting, and they were like, this cannot happen. Y'all see they forming this stuff on social media. When you see it, shut it down. Mm-hmm. That's what, that's what needs to be done. You need, pay when you're paying attention, because they see us coming across. Like I say, they started off as one big party, and then it's just turning out into violence.
But I'm gonna say, well, we got Johnny in the building. I guess I'm gonna reserve.
Hey, Johnny.
Response. John, what's good, brother? What's popping?
I'm good. I'm trying to figure out what y'all talking about right now.
Man, and
this shit in Millenium Park.
Millenium Park, and then plus I also want to talk about that shit that happened over in Buffalo with the white kid. He took and mowed down like 10 black folks. And
whoa, that was crazy.
That's another thing we want to talk about. So I kind of want to, maybe we'll go half and half with it, because this weekend was a really, really weird weekend. You know what I mean? It was just a bunch of bullshit going down. But we did start. It was just unnecessary shit, And this whole thing, like, I agree with you, Mika, 100%. We did, because the man came out and she set a policy out there that you can't be out there under the age of, I think, 18. I think it is.
Yeah, she said a curfew. She said a curfew, but that's like That's been done before. You have to enforce the curfew. And then a lot of the people is against the curfew because, like they said, it's gonna make it to where it's gonna turn into a racial thing where the minority is gonna feel like that they the only ones being targeted with the curfew.
No, I disagree. Because, well, actually, look, okay, long story short, and I'm gonna kind of push this over. I was listening to this guy, if y'all ever heard of Martin Johnson, the crime chaser. He has a little podcast or whatever. I usually watch it on Facebook. But anyway, a guy called in and said basically something that made very good sense. It's not a race thing. It's basically like a thing, whereas they're saying you can come down there, but you have to be accompanied with a parent. Okay, so that's as simple as it is. So it shouldn't be no issue, right? I mean, you figure, okay, well, I can still be down there after this certain amount of time. I mean, not after a certain amount of time, but after a certain time. I think it was like maybe 6 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah, so it's from what, 6 to 10. I mean, yeah, 6 in the morning, from 10 to 6 in the morning.
Okay, fine.
No, that's 6 o'clock in the evening, right? Oh, so they got to be out by 6 in the evening, right?
Yeah,
right.
It's from on Thursday through, I think it's Thursday
through Sunday.
It starts at 6 and it ends at 6 in the, no, it starts at 10. One of the days is 6, what you saying, Ebony. I can't remember what day it is, but it starts at 10. And I think they got to be in before 10. I know they got to be in the house before 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't equate that to a race issue. No, it's not racial at all.
Right, but see, the police officers are equating it to what they're saying is going to turn into a race issue because they feel like that when they go to confront of the minority, that's what they're gonna say. The young folks is gonna say, because of course, where do they putting the most police at? In the targeted crime neighborhoods, which is the minority neighborhoods.
No, they're gonna actually
Wait, I didn't know nothing about you. So you saying it's gonna be a citywide curfew?
No, it's supposed to be Millennium Park.
Is it just for the Millennium Park, or is it gonna, because they try to be
just for downtown?
It's just Millennium
It's just
Park.
for downtown.
It's not even all of downtown, as far as I know. It's just supposed to be Millennium Park. Unless now they said they're gonna come out with more details, but according to what the mayor said, if I remember correct, that's what she said. Okay, so we don't even go as far as say it's downtown, and that's fine, as far as I'm concerned. Because motherfuckers will sit up here and talk about what white people is doing when they go downtown and St. Patty's Day, but you don't hear about no white motherfuckers that got shot on St. Patty's Day downtown. You don't hear that. So it's just us. It's our fucking kids is out here doing this stupid shit to where they have to take this extra step and reinforce the curfew and then add more shit to it. The fuck, man? I mean, we act like everybody else do the same shit that we do, and they really fucking don't. In this particular case, they don't. The Puerto Rican Day Parade come down there. They did have an incident, I think.
Oh, yes, they did.
No, they did. Right? That's what I'm saying. I wasn't going to take that away. They did have an incident. That was Puerto Rican Day Parade. Fair enough. Okay, cool. All right. So that's one incident there. And then now this happens. So this probably pushed the shit over the edge. Okay. It is what it is.
See, I'm gonna tell you something, Kennard. And this ain't got nothing. I mean, and accountability where accountability. I'm not arguing that.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to tell you is not to make it right that we do it, but I live a block away from them Kings. All gunfire that I hear all night long is coming from across 22nd. It's happening just as much with them, if not more so, than with us. Trust me. And like I said, it's not, I mean, at this point, it's all bad. But what I'm saying is don't believe the bullshit that this news is always pushing on you. That's one thing. They have reasons to always focus on that shit. But our politicians ain't hip enough to pay to keep that shit out the news yet. Like these Hispanic aldermen and shit is behind me. I'm telling you, don't buy into it.
There was this lady on the news today, on the news this morning, And I agree with her 100%. She's like, the problem is it doesn't matter how much of a curfew you put out there if it's not being enforced. If you're not enforcing it, if you're not, and what I mean by enforcing it, if you're not holding the parents accountable, and if you're not willing to get out here and take a stand, like she said, if we get these, if we, the mayor will force the issue as far as like getting all these high price, high class money makers out here and forcing them to volunteer to get out here on these streets and protect our streets, because at the same time, businesses is losing money because of what's going on. So if we're not forcing them to get out here and volunteer to stop the crime and you know what I'm saying, do something about it, then it's just gonna continue to happen. It's gonna continue to go on. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep saying that. We can't just put it all on the police, because the policemen have lost, I'm not gonna say they lost control, but they're not respected like they were back in the day.
And
they're not. So I feel like we need to get back out here and take back over our community. And we need to start holding these parents accountable for what their children are out here doing, because it starts and regulates from the home.
That's right. That's right.
So if we don't take accountability for what's going on, then it's just gonna continuously happen. We can get out here and we can get on the news and we can cry all day long about, oh, he didn't deserve this. If we keep saying what they didn't deserve, but then they social media is showing us something else, this is what's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. We can't keep expecting for the government to come through and do something. Like she said, it was she even said it was like 1,800 police. They had like a room for 1,800 police. Only 400 people came out, and out of 400 people that did come out to apply for the job, only 40 of them passed the test.
Right. See, that's
so therefore. Right, you know what I'm saying? You don't have enough, it's not enough officers out here, and nobody wants to be officers anymore. Nobody wants to be a policeman in this day of society. So it's up to us, that lives in Chicago, it's up to us to step up and start doing something and take back over our communities.
I agree wholeheartedly. Johnny, what you think about that one?
Okay, y'all, it was a whole bunch that was said. So in regards to I'm not really gonna have anything like at all to say about the whole Buffalo thing, because white people gonna white people. Yeah, he killed some niggas, but that one white motherfucker, how many niggas got killed that same day by other niggas? I don't give a fuck about what white people do. We ain't gonna change white people. So when it comes to niggas shooting up niggas, like what the fuck are we gonna do to stop it? Like I forgot who just said that. Was that Tamika? One of y'all just said, like, that's not police. The police don't prevent, police respond. Like, police prevent in the sense that they're a physical deterrent. Like, for the average person, you ain't gonna steal shit if the police standing right there. But if you're a hardened criminal, you don't give a fuck about that policeman standing right there. So police are designed, they're there to respond to shit. So whenever you call the police, the shit already went down. So when the mayor, I mean, she's doing, I mean, you can't fault her. She's doing what the best that she can do. Like, she can't go off and like, hey, you ignorant niggas, line them up against the wall, shoot 3 of them. Then she can't do that shit. So it's like, hey, what can I do?
Exactly.
Hey, have your mama with you. I don't know what the fuck else to do, nigga. I don't know what to say. I don't know. You got to wear see-through backpacks. I mean, we all know Chicago. Everybody likes Chicago in the fucking summertime. Fuck Chicago in the goddamn wintertime. This Illinois fucking sucks in the wintertime. But anyway, everybody likes Chicago in the summertime. And you know, it's always something to do. You got Lakeshore Drive, we got 15 million doggone fests and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then I will give to this mayor and the last mayor that they are doing a whole bunch of building and stuff, and they brought a whole bunch of what I'm trying to say, like trying to bring more exposure to Chicago to try to get it more competitive with Atlanta and New York and in the other place. LA, yeah, okay, cool. That's great. But all that goes by the wayside. This is the same shit. Fuck. I mean, it's bad because it's downtown, but it's no different than fucking Lafayette Park. It ain't no fucking different than Garfield Park or Washington
Exactly.
Park. We can't go to our own shit. Like, I don't give a fuck if you the biggest thuggiest nigga on the motherfucking street. They can't walk their daughter to the fucking park.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with us, man. I really don't, and I don't even know what the fuck to do about it. That's what obsessed me so much about it, because I have no, well, that's a lie. I do know what to do about it, but it's gonna be a whole bunch of dead niggas. And
Trying to cut that heat off now.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of crime.
But see, that's you know what, and I can say I feel like, you know, it's just they talking. I was listening to the mayor give her a speech after the Millennium Park thing, and she made mention that there's hundreds of programs and things like that for the youth to go and do. Also, they have stuff that basically like mentorship programs, you know what I mean? So you can go and say you or apprenticeship programs, that too. Well, they have both. So the apprenticeship program, you can go and say, be a pipe fitter or whatever. You work closely with this guy, blah, 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 while you're a kid, and a couple of years up the road, you're gonna be a pipe fitter. I don't know how much they make, but they probably make a good chunk of change for, you know. But they have all of this stuff accessible to these kids. But what people don't realize is the fact that these kinds of kids don't want to do this type of shit. They don't want to fucking work. There's probably some mixed in there that do, but to me, it's just like anything else. It's just like if you a rapper, you're gonna go and find where all the talent shows at. You're gonna find where the studio's at. You're gonna find other rappers. You're gonna go and seek that out. If you're a basketball player, you're gonna know where all the courts are at, so you can go hoop. But these kids, what do? They find all the street niggas because they want to be a part of that. They like the prestige that comes with being a street nigga, a gangbanger. They like this shit. Okay, so you can sit up there and have all these look. When I was in high school, hell, I used to work at Douglas Park. Those programs, it's probably way more now than it was in the 90s, but that was out there. If you wanted to go and work at the Park District, or like we used to do, I was doing some acting and shit in high school, and we was doing all kinds of shit because it was out there for us. So I know it's a whole lot more, but the more and more you put out there, it ain't gonna make a difference for kids that don't want to be involved in that. They don't. Man, I'm gonna tell you why. The main reason a lot of these kids don't pull into all of those programs, for one, is because you can't make no money. And if you can make money, you gotta wait for it. These kids have no patience. They want instant gratification. They want it right now. That's why they go and rob or sell dope or bust up people's houses. Because
so poverty is a big factor though, right?
Say again?
Poverty is a big factor.
As far as what?
As far as why they do what they do.
No, I don't think it's even a poverty thing. I think it's more of a, I think it's just more of a, like
crime is promoted. Crime is promoted. They promote crime. To me, I feel crime is promoted. I think if they
promoted to who though? Promoted to who? It's promoted to the people. It's promoted to the people who experience it, to normalize it, to make it seem like it's a good thing to do.
I went to Austin.
And I went to Austin.
Okay, but you also had, I mean, everybody, I'm sorry, Tamika, go ahead.
I feel it's promoted. It's promoted in the media too much. The fact that we have these cameras, and the fact that we have these cameras everywhere, and that's all they see across the media. Nobody's sharing the good news, or like Kennard said, you got all these different programs. Nobody is sharing these programs. The only thing that you see, like when you go across social media, when you watch on the news, all you hear is crime, where they fighting at, where they shooting at. So it's like it's being promoted to it's being promoted out to the city, period. Because that's all you see. You don't really see the good stuff or hear about. Every now and again they'll put something up there with some good news. But most news that's being out here is all bad news. So it's like that they see, they figuring like this is everyday life now. This is just what the world, this how the world has turned out. This what the world become. So this what I'm gonna do. Cause you can't blame it on poverty because you got too many parents out here working. I'm talking about these parents working double shift. These kids got way more than any other generation have had. So you can't say that it's poverty because, you know, like I said, you got these parents out here, they working 2-3 double shifts. I'm talking about kids is not even doing good in school, but they getting hella fat Christmases, hella fat birthdays, just regular everyday stuff that they're getting. So, I mean, the ones that's out here that's doing the shooting, that's out here that's doing the killing, they parents is at work, working double shift, triple shift, just to give them the life that they never had. It's just this is all they see, so they adapting to what they see, and all they see is killing and fighting and violence. That's all they see.
I disagree now.
I don't agree with that.
I agree with everything that you said except that last part. Because we can't compare our the way we grew up to the way that these kids grow up. Because when we grew up, like y'all said, someone had to tell us about this, or you had to look in the newspaper, or you had to go and see it like on a bulletin board. Like y'all remember, like they had those cork things with the pen, and you would see a piece of paper, or on the bus stop they had those little things with the piece of paper torn out, and you tear a phone number off. That ain't how shit is nowadays. These little motherfuckers know how to go on YouTube and click every fucking thing that they want. They know how to look up the newest pair of shoes in fucking Italy, some goddamn where. They can look up whatever the hell it is they want. And I'm talking about these little gang banging thug little niggas. They know life outside of off the neighborhood or wherever the fuck these little motherfuckers come from, because they look at these bullshit ratchet TV shows and they try to emulate the shit they see on TV. So they know they can look at these rappers and look at TV and be like, oh man, that's a nice bag dude got, or that's those nice shoes dude got. I wonder what he got those. What type of belt is that? Let me see. I'll put this in the boom. And now you know. If you can do that, these raggedy motherfuckers can go and look up anything else. The fact is they don't give a fuck. They, like Kanara said, they care about. I don't even know like are drug dealers still a thing like right now? Like seriously, like are they
dope boys, yeah, the dope boys still out there.
Right.
They still got the dope boys.
Selling rocks and blow, like for real. I don't even know.
They still doing that shit. Because people still using that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I put a post up on Facebook. I was like, ever since them dope boy kids grew up, the world and got unsafe. Is like it seems like that they grew up. They grew up analyzing dope boys, and they wanted to be dope boys, and they feel like I want to be like them, like, you know, the going to school and those things like that. Like in our day, we had the dope boys and we had the school boys. You know, you had a man. These kids today, they don't have. It's like I can't say they don't have a man because they some brilliant little motherfuckers. Like Johnny said, they can get YouTube or anything else. It's just that. To me, it's just like I tell my son, like they just draw to the negativity. Like it's easy to follow. These trending things, and it's easy to follow the negativity because that's just like I feel like that's just what they see. It's promoted too much. The negativity is promoted too much. I think if they start promoting it, we might have a chance.
Well, that's just like with well, no, I ain't gonna get biblical. I ain't gonna go there. But that reminds me of what God said to no, I ain't even gonna say that shit. Anyway,
go ahead and say it.
Because I want to say it right. I want to say it right. And I'm thinking in my mind I'm gonna say it wrong. So I don't want to say it.
We know what you mean. Go ahead, just say it.
Okay, I was talking about the whole
Take your time.
Okay, if anybody correct me if I'm wrong. But basically I'm gonna try this that Canadian shit, man. You know. But anyway,
bro, what you sipping on?
This is some Canadian shit. I got it from Costco last time we went up there. So it's some Canadian shit. And I don't like Canadian. I like Irish.
Racist.
Yeah. No. But look, basically, Job had a covenant with God. And I believe it was the devil that said, basically, if you remove, it was something like basically like a protective, like move your protection from Job that he would go astray. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that kind of reminds me of what Mika just said, as far as if we didn't promote this to them, then they'd be straight. At least that's what I got from what Mika just said. But no, I think it's more to it than that, because it's an internal thing. At the end of the day, I always go back on choices. I always talk about choices. We know it's out there. It was out there when we was all in high school, the same shit. We talk about the dope boys, talk about gangbangers, all that. But it was also the college motherfuckers, the valedictorians, the all that shit was out there. You pick and choose what you want to be a part of. Okay? When you leave the coop, when you leave home, you make decisions from the minute you walk out that door. That's on you. Okay? But I think now that it's a thing that the quality of parenting is so diminished today with so many parents that it's no big deal. And see, now, back in the day, at least from what I saw, is that the parents used to be ashamed if their kid was out here like this. Or maybe I'm just tripping. Now it's a thing where the parents, they proud of their kids being like this. Now that I'll never
understand. I agree. I agree with that.
I'll never understand that. And see, that all that does is keeps it around. Okay? But they're not finna bust up in their own house and fucking put a gun to their mother and rob their mother. No, they're gonna go to the neighbors. They're gonna go to the grandmother up the street, right up in their whole neighborhood. Okay? So this is why I always like to bring stuff like this to the forefront, is because it directly affects everybody, all Black people, directly. The more and more they get loose and shit, the more and more they push guns legislation, and they make it harder to get guns for working people like you and I, the more and more that they say that you can't discipline your kids, or they say, oh, well, he was a good son, all this bullshit. Once the smoke clears, they coming back to the Black neighborhoods. Okay? These motherfuckers is ordering parts to make ghost guns. This is really happening. So it ain't just the guns on the street that the feds or somebody then took to sit out there. They can go online and order shit to make ghost guns. On top of that, they want to do
what the hell does a ghost gun mean?
Ghost guns is basically like
unmarkable guns. They don't have serial.
They don't have serial
numbers. They just they can make them.
They make basically a homemade gun, and they shoot real guns. Okay, that's a thing on the street. Okay, so if you're not planning on shutting down your manufacturers across the board, then there's no way to stop that, and it's really no way to stop the feds from coming in here, because that's what Black folks will tell you. Oh man, they knocked up, they had a whole big boatload of guns and they dropped them in the hood. But we keep picking them up. And then we pick them up and we use them on each other. That's what we do. We don't go out there, and I'm not condoning violence no other way. But as far as I'm concerned, we're not gonna go out there and to nobody else. We're gonna use it right there in our neighborhood, and they know that. But we just keep doing it. And more of us keep dying. So I feel what Johnny said as far as like the white motherfucker that shot up. See, that instant, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's hurtful. It's wrong. The dude was a racist, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. We heard this all before. But when that smoke clears, what about us? Because we dying before, during, and after at the hands of our own.
It was 21 people shot in Milwaukee the same day that nigga shot how many people he shot in Buffalo.
Yeah, after the bus game.
He shot, it was 21 motherfuckers shot in Milwaukee.
Didn't get nowhere near as much coverage. Nowhere near as much.
Right.
Because that was gang.
Right, because it's the same shit over and over again. Like, yeah, this white dude went and shot 10 people. Like you said, it's fucked up, it's racist, it's fucked up. Hey, it is what it is. But this one white motherfucker killed 10 people. Mm-hmm. These niggas across fucking the niggas, just niggas killing other niggas the same day. Fuck the whole. We all know how it's gonna be when weather breaks. I mean, that's what happens. Weather breaks and niggas kill niggas. So hey, but we just have a one motherfucking day. I don't even get mad about it no more. It's like, yeah, well, some niggas is dead. Okay, fuck it, I guess. Especially if they gonna fuck around and kill themselves. Like if you fucking kill a nigga and y'all's in an altercation and y'all's both on some nigga shit, nothing makes me happier than one of you motherfuckers dying. I'm hoping that more niggas die and they get shot. I really do.
It'll make black neighborhoods a whole lot safer. I will say that. We got a minute left. When we come back, I want to hear what Ev got to say about this shit here, because I know you've been holding your tongue for a second. You've been a little quiet over there. So I know you got I already know. But I want to start off part 2 because we down to the last minute. Mika, you over there eating good, ain't you?
Yeah, I came in and made some pot roast and rice.
Oh shit, I know that's right. Shit.
Little pot roast, okay, all
eating
right.
Good. I know that's right. Shit, I ain't mad at you. Shit,
homemade gravy.
I know that. Yeah, shit. That's a good
yeah.
meal.
And I'm mad because I had my granddaughter fix my plate and she put sugar on my rice.
Oh no!
Oh hell, you gotta kick that out.
That's like putting sugar on grits. You can't do that,
man.
Well, I put sugar on grits. I ain't gonna.
You messed up a good pot. You put sugar on grits too?
Yeah, man.
Oh no!
Now, I feel that all who put sugar on their grits should be eliminated.